James Akers here, the tie guy. Today we're going to be tying a fun tie. It is by Brooks Brothers. It looks like a Ferragamo though. I'm going to go over that with you in just a second. It's a really cute tie. It's made up of a bunch of squirrels. It's just a really cute tie. It's got some squirrels with like a little nut, like two squirrels sharing a nut. From a distance, it's just a classic tie. Very Ferragamo-like. Get up close, it's a novelty tie. There will be pictures on my Instagram, close-ups of it. But it's a kind of a purple tie, and the squirrels are blue. They're two shades of blue. Like the body of the squirrels are really light blue, and the tail's a little bit darker shade of blue with a little navy in between, with kind of a burgundy red background, and the nut is kind of a yellowy brown. So as far as a review goes, Brooks Brothers does make a good tie. They're made in America, which I really like about them. The silk lays really nice. They use Italian silk, so they use the same silk vendors as a lot of the luxury brands do, but it's about half the price. I think this tie is about $90, whereas the Ferragamo is about $190. So huge price difference there, and they do tie a really good tie. The only issue I have with Brooks Brothers ties is the knots don't stay completely tight like what Ferragamo and some of the luxury brands do, but they tie a nice tie and they have a really nice feel. The silk is a very smooth silk. It's a tiny bit softer than Ferragamo, not quite as smooth, but they remind me of Ferragamo ties, just the feel of them, you know, not real thick ties. So that's the closest comparison I can give you from the luxury manufacturers. But it's an Italian silk tie made in America. I don't think you can go wrong with that. So let's tie it up and see how it comes together here. Now, being similar to Ferragamo, I'm going to pick a spot that's about there. I should say there's one other complaint about the Brooks Brothers ties. They're not quite as long, so you don't have as much to work with here tying a full Windsor like I do. If you're tying like a half Windsor or something, they're probably a little bit better tie for you. So it's one of the reasons I don't buy more, because you'd say, well, for half the price, it's a good tie. Why not buy them? I like certain lengths of my ties. So anyway, putting it where I put a Ferragamo, it's going to be right in this range right here. So let's bring it together and tie it. So we're going to come over the top with the long part of the tie. Then we're going to go back behind, up and through. Then we come around behind, up, over, down and through. I call this the checkpoint. I want to look here and make sure my triangle's coming together, and it is. You know, these do tie a really nice knot. I'll give them credit for the look and everything of the knot, how it feels. Very nice soft silk. We come over the top, then we come around behind, up and through, and then down through this little pocket we just created. We hold the top of the pocket, pull the tie down through, and now we make our final adjustments. Make sure this is nice and flat, and then we hold on to the knot, we pull on the tie, and then we pull the knot up towards the top. And it looks like I may have tied this just a little bit long. The knot came in, it really tied a tighter knot than I expected to. So we're going to retie this real quick, come a little bit shorter. I haven't tied a Brooks Brothers tie in a little while, so we're going to go just a little bit shorter with that. And I'm going to go a little bit quicker with the tying tie. Okay, so now we go up and through, we go around, up over and through. Whoops, got our checkpoint. Come over the top. Yeah, it's definitely tying a thinner knot than I remember them tying. So that definitely affected my length on it, because the thinner the knot, the more material you're going to have to work with. Yeah, it's still tied a really thin knot, but now it's a little bit better as far as the length goes. So now we do our final adjustments. We're going to bring the knot up. We want to have symmetrical, perfect triangle there. We want the tip of the tie, this part of the tie, to be between the top and the bottom of the belt buckle. It's right there, bottom half of the belt buckle. Let's pull the collar down, see how it all comes together. Yeah, they definitely tie a tighter knot, or smaller knot, I should say, than a Ferragamo. This is a very nice, but perfect triangle. Feels really nice, feels good. But what's going to happen is throughout the day, as I have meetings, I'm going to have to keep adjusting this up, because they do, for some reason, their knots just don't stay towards the top. But I still think it's a good looking tie. It's a fun tie. I mean, the squirrels are cute as can be. The look's going to be scrolling across the bottom of your screen. I'm going to go through it with you right now. Today we're wearing a blue Hermes Zegna Suit. It's a lighter blue, not quite a French blue. It's not a navy blue. It's kind of in the middle. Real pretty blue suit. We're wearing a white with a pink hue Hermes Zegna shirt. So we're wearing a Zegna suit, Zegna shirt. We have a Brooks Brothers tie. that is already starting to come undone. It's a purple with some red background with blues in it with little squirrels on it. And what I was talking about earlier, there's not enough length here for this to even go down to the keep. That's what I was talking about. There's not enough length here. That's okay. We're in a brown Ferragamo belt, Salvatore Ferragamo belt with a gold belt buckle. And we're pairing that with a pair of light brown Salvatore Ferragamo Oxfords. On my Instagram, Tie Guy James Akers, you can see close-ups of the cute little squirrels on my tie, close-ups of the shoes with the belt, selfies of me, close-up selfies of the knot, so you can see how tight that knot is. So check out my Instagram. If you like my videos, please click subscribe and like. I appreciate you guys watching. I am ready for work.